Okay, welcome again, guys. Today we have the first part of the ultimate Mustang project, which is the headlight and the tail light. Now, when I started with this project a few months ago, I was still planning and doing lots of studying on the project and the possibilities and what kind of items I would need. So I thought, investing the time, let's start with something I have in my hand. I didn't like the headlight style. I mean, it's cool, but that was years ago. And I like to have a different style, which is, let's say, it's a stamp or it's something attached to the project. After lots of testing and thinking, I came up with this style. And here's how to do it on the best material I could have access to. As of the tail lights, it is not possible to do much of customization at my side. So I thought the 2015 style, I wouldn't say it's the best in my opinion to this model, but I like it. It fits fine, it looks cool, it functions very well, so I'm good with that. These are the original with the f1 lenses, which some people they call it the hella. I will be black, matte black, coloring this and this, also this, and then coming with my own style of also RGB sheet. So let's see how's this gonna be. Better than original. The scenario here is I'm going to be black, mating these nickels. Also we're doing that so to match the color, so it's completely one interior color everywhere. I might change my mind here for a second, but mostly I will do it. So this stage is done. We have it now in black. Also these bad boys. The RGB in the beginning, now I can't say it. The plan was to have the hollow ring, but I'm changing my mind to put it from inside, so it will be reflecting on these holes. I think this will look way much better, and I will be going with the X style. Yeah, so it looks like this. Isn't that good? Of course there will be the RGB light as well with the controller. Let's see, all the dust, you can see it's everywhere. Oh god, I did the cutting there and the dust somehow is here. Okay, let's finish it up and see how is it gonna be. So the RGB I'm gonna be using is what they call the addressable. So it's not like the normal one where you have 4 lines, which is green, blue, red, then ground. This actually has only 3, power, ground, and then data. So each one of these LEDs is addressable. Of course, the one I had, it has a silicone isolation, which I don't need. So you can order this with, without. You can have it in white color, black color. It's up to what you like. This is a different module. This module accepts, you can see it's the same category, the SP108E, and this one is the SP501E. The difference is this can accept multiple voltage and multiple inputs. So yeah, I don't use this in the car, I don't need it, it's too big. you can't be very happy with the isolation, and then the other one is much more practical. The software is what they call Fairy Nest. Now this one, it has different software, but I didn't like the function. So how much I can change the color, what kind of functions I can do. It's kind of limited, and actually the Fairy Nest has way much more functions, so it's much more nicer if you'd like to have more fun with the colors. And yeah, both actually connected by Wi-Fi. There have been two challenges here. First one, as you can see, the dot is coming very obvious and very clear, and then the light won't be look that nice. The solution, okay, the other challenge is going with the curve. I managed that, but still it's not the best solution. What I did is, I will tell my wife, these plastic tubes actually she used for some decorations. Simply by just heating it a little bit, just really a little bit with the heat gun, then I managed to make a curve. With the curve, I put the lid like that, and then I will be fixing it as before. Come on, come on. And then it will look way much nicer, as you can see. Keep the good work. So yeah, this is how is it using the tube. So much better. So since the style is as I like, I'm planning to take this to the second step. So I have made it this shape just to mold something in comfortably. I'll be using this just to make the molding area with the same shape which I like, but I like to give it some thickness. And then I will be casting the LEDs with this clear silicone. It's not absolutely clear, it's like a little bit of gray, which I like. So it's much my car, so maybe you like to do it something differently or super clear. I think it says clear, but I think it has some kind of color degree. So the idea is I'll make the shape here, and then I'll be injecting the silicone. I find the silicone is the most practical solution for me right now, because I can't find a 3D printing or a CNC which provide a material can resist heat and sun. So this is the main challenge which made me think about silicone. And then the last point is I will fill in the LEDs while this is still not hard. So this way it will cure completely together with the LEDs. Let's see how this will work. Okay, so here's the final product. Oh, this is not the final product for sure. Yep. Of course, I will not keep it like this. There is no way I'm keeping it this way. I'll cut the edges here, and then also this has become really thick. So again, I'm using this only to do the other one, but even for the final one, I might be cutting a slice to make it a little bit thinner. And it's not fully hardened, so it's a little bit jelly from inside at some part, but it's okay. I don't need that. This area is more, still not yet. Here's a little bit more stiff. Yeah. So I have had a challenge how to update this mold to be resistant to thickness of the silicone. So in the beginning I thought about making this kind of foil, lower layer and upper layer, using some nylon, but it was so crazy. Then I thought the mold which I already did, I can use it with a heat gun. So basically what I did, I just get one of these paper foil, just paper foil. I cut it to the size I need, and then where is that pre-made mold? Mold. Then what I did is basically I put the foil here, and I put this silicone mold which I finally need. I'm gonna use. I just place it on top, and then slowly with the heat gun. The heat gun I'm using is actually this one, and I set it to step number 2. There's 3 steps here, and then to number 5. Slowly heating the area where the silicone mold is already on top of it, and then it starts pushing down. Of course you need to wear such a gloves, because these gloves are gonna protect your hands, and the temperature is not that high, so it's gonna be molded and going down. Now once you leave it just like 2-3 seconds, it will be dry. Then immediately what you need to do is put like sticker on the other side, just to make it flat, and then just fix with the heat gun and your fingers every specific area. I didn't use my fingers actually, I've been using this, so I just heat and walk it through. It was squishy all the way in. It's very nice, and it helps a lot actually, this kind of things. You can buy it where they use paint tools. Yeah, and then of course this was the first attempt, so it was sticky. I used only my hands, so it was pretty bad. And then when I used this actual silicone, it helps to do this way much better. I will put the silicone, then I put in the LEDs. We will see. Now finally the silicone cast is gonna look like this. Now in my situation I decided to keep the nylon foil. It's giving it like a glossy look, which I like, and also removing the silicone wasn't that easy, so I made a decision to keep it. Now the car shape is already at this edge, so I don't care about this being illuminated or not, the upper side. So I'm very satisfied. Of course there should be much more practical industrial solution, but for my design, for my need, I got what I need. So maybe you like to do something special, so now you have the way to do this as well. So for the tail light, the original harness, it has 6 wires, ground, data, and then this one for reverse, this one for the low park light, and then 1, 2, 3 is for 1, 2, 3 actually, for the sequential 1, 2, 3. But this is the main. The yellow one is the main. The one here is missing is red because I don't need it. Now the thing is, the tricky part is you're gonna need this thing. So when you put the hazard, it's actually coming from the red or from the white one. The middle one, number 3, or is it number 3? Yeah, number 3 or number 4. So you need the hazard line, and then you need it with the resistor. Without it, it will be blinking. It won't be blinking. The computer will think it's too low current, something is wrong, and then it will disconnect it. So you're gonna need a resistor. Yeah, It's LED line, so there isn't high consumption, so you don't need to worry about it. It's even don't warm when you use it. The other one is the main line, when you need it, when you give the signal, and you can only do it by this line because this is a data. This one is connected with the data line, the green white one, and this is the light. And I found out that this is only in 2010 and 2012. I don't know about 13, 14. I believe the harness is the same. There is the yellow one at the edge. The yellow red one, and then there is a ground. So these two is the activation. Without the data, which is the last one, the system will not be activating this lamp, so you need it. And then the middle one is the low park light, so I don't need it here actually. So it is like this. So sorry again, we have the low park, the ground, and then the activation for the signal, and then the green white is the data. So you will need this to be hooked up to be able to activate the 1, 2, 3 sequential normally. This is my LED light, and this is what's going on in my LED light. It's controlling the 1, 2, 3 by itself, so it does only take the park and the signal for the sequential. So then it's managing the 1, 2, 3 function by itself. So I don't need it from here to come, and I just need the signal. Yep, then it's working fine.